Assalamu alaikum. Today, in the properties of matter, we are going to discuss pressure. We are going to define the term pressure as a force acting normally on a unit area, and we are going to discuss the daily life examples of the pressure since that the pressure varies with force and area. So, first, what is the definition of pressure? Pressure is defined as the measure of the force applied over a unit area. It is of the SI unit of the pressure is newtons per meter square by formula. It is also a Pascal, or in the other system it can British engineering system it can be pounds per square inch. Pressure is a drive unit generally expressed according to the unit of equation. So what is the formula for finding the pressure? Pressure is equal to 4 per unit area. A simple example of pressure, you can see that is a knife. If I am going to, uh, if you hold the flat part of the knife against the fruit, it won't cut the surface. The force is spread out of a large area. We have a low pressure. Now, if you turn the blade so that the cutting edge is pressed into the fruit, the same force will applied over it much smaller area, and it vastly increase the pressure, so the surface is easily cut. So we are going to discuss what are the factors on which the pressure exerted by a body depends. It depends on the magnitude of the applied force and the area over which the applied of over the which force is applied. The magnitude of the applied force, obviously, to increase the pressure applied to any object, we have to increase the amount of force applied. So greater the force, greater would be the pressure applied, and they are directly proportional to each other by our definition. Now, the area over which force is applied, this area is the area of the contact between the two objects. You can increase the pressure due to the same force by reducing the amount of area over which the force is acting. For example, if you are going to uh, uh, you want to a nail is raw, nail is on the wall, you can see that uh, when you if you hammer it from the smallest area, it easily goes into the wall. And but if you if you try to uh, insert that needle from the flat, and it will not. You can see that the more the area, uh, it is will be difficult to insert that thing near the nail into the wall. So the lesser the area, the more will be the pressure on it. So they are inversely proportional. Now, application of pressure in daily life, you all know that the knife, one example. You can see that the scissor is another example. Similarly, a saw is another example, or X is also an example. The area of sharp edge of the knife, scissor, or hand saw are much less than the blunt edge. So for same total force, pressure is more for the sharp edges than the blunt one. Hence, sharp knife scissor extractor cut easily than the blunt knife because they have the more pressure by applying the same force. High heels versus the flat shoes. You can see high heels shoe sinks deeper into the soft ground as compared to the flat one. For example, if you are walking in the sand, the high heel will leave a hole, but the flat shoes will not. Uh, because the why this is so? This is because the high heel shoes weight is spread over a small area as compared to the flat one. As a result, there is a high pressure in that. Similarly, larger for the larger areas results in a smaller pressure. You see that if the broad handle is the bag and suitcases are provided for the comfort. If the straps are lesser in area, it you will feel pain. If you want to lift them, you will feel pain in your head. But if the straps are broader, So the larger area, the pressure exerted on the hand and shoulder will be small while carrying the bag and the suitcase. So trucks have with the trucks have more tires. Trucks carries heavy load and more than four and have more than four tires. More tires in case of the truck increases the area of the contact with the road. This result in more area, lesser pressure on the tires. So the pressure is distributed among the more tires, and each tire will have a lesser pressure. Another pressure example is the ink dropper. Ink dropper works on the principle of air pressure. On squeezing the rubber top on the dropper, the air is squeezed out of this. Now then, when we put that dropper in the ink, uh, into the liquid and stop squeezing the top, now the low pressure inside in flow ink flows inside and fill the void. So these are the few daily life examples of the pressure. Now we know that pressure is equal to force per unit area. How we are going to solve the numericals? If the force of 150 newtons is applied over the area of zero point 0.5 meter square, calculate the pressure on the object. And okay, now, so what is given is that the force is equal to 150 newtons and area is equal to zero point 0.5 meter squared. We need to find the pressure. We know pressure is force per unit area, so 150 upon 5, zero point 0.5 is equal to 500 newton per meter square. Second, if the woman is applying a 300 newton per meter square pressure onto a door with her hand has an area of 0.02 meters square. Work out the force being applied. Now, for the force, we can change the formula. F is equal to P into A. So you can see that this is written like this. If we want to find the P, it will be F upon A. If we want to find F, it will be P into A. Or if we want to find A, it will be F upon P. So we can easily apply the formula. Uh, Pressure is equal to 300 into 0.02, that is 6 newton, and in this case we need to find the area. The pressure is given as 150 newton and a force of 2 kilonewton is applied. So 2 kilonewton means 2 into 1000, that will be 2000 newton. So area will be F upon P. So force in this case is 2000 and pressure is 150, so the area will be 13.3 meter square. So this is about we are about the pressure. So thank you and Allah Hafiz.